Home sweet home. I say that because we're going to be here a little while. This is a project we started last year. We'll probably finish it up next year. Alright, we'll get unloaded and I'll show you what we got going on.
Okay, here we go, round 2, connecting the house to the garage. Digging out the extra stone that we put down for access over the winter. It's a real nice clean line, so I'm going to go ahead and stockpile this right in this area, and I'll use this again. Just digging it down, we want to pour 6 inches thick, fully reinforced. Fiber mesh, wire, reinforcement, as well as 1/2-inch rebar through the entire pour. So we'll go ahead and get the grade where we want it to the proper thickness and get right into our forming. The homeowner went over in detail with me the shape that he wanted, the size. He wants to be able to swing a truck and trailer right through this area into that garage and out the other side. So nice and wide, as well as pretty thick too, so it doesn't crack and crumble as he takes his equipment across there. So just grading it as we set the forms. Everything's nice and solid. It's a real nice area. Putting some stone on the outside of our forms so we can wrap it with an exposed aggregate border, which we'll do a day or so after we pour this main body. So as I'm grading it, the guys are running the forms, setting to the right height, and then lastly, we'll go ahead and put that last form in place and finalize this area. We'll pull a string across it and double check our thickness and make sure we're all at the right thickness and heights for drainage. And we got all of our wire mesh in, adding our rebar. We're going to go ahead and tie these and give them a bend right around our curves, straight up to the main drive. Remember, this gets a 2-foot border on the outside, so we have rebar that we have cut. They're laying right over there. We'll poke them in as we're pouring or just after we pour. And that's how we did it on this phase 1. We have rebar coming out of the border into our main broom concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll go ahead and get the camera set up. Mixer should be here shortly. Tools are all out. I got the best parking spot in town here. I think we're about ready. This is our twin tire max, the RB 441T. A couple guys were asking about these. They're about $2,500, very pricey. Well worth it?
Well worth it. The amount of time it saves.
Big time saver.
Probably paid for themselves.
And we tie things so much better because it's quicker. Less than the rebar, the reinforcement's right where you want it in the concrete, and it doesn't move around while you're pouring. So, just wanted to touch base on that. First truck here, figure as soon as I start talking, he goes to full rip. Fixing up when the chutes, we'll be able to get them up a little bit more. We're probably going to have to wheelbarrow that corner right over there. The rest of it should be easy shooting. This is a nice, easy Friday. I'll go to time lapse here in a little bit. We have our wire up on chairs around the perimeter. If we don't need the wheelbarrow, we'll go ahead and put it all up on chairs. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's looking real nice. I think we're shooting everything. Happy days. Okay, that was 20 yards. Went really smooth. We just threw a bulkhead in right where we ended. Now we can do our joint layout from there and divide this up. Little wiggle room here with our flexibility and our joint spacing. This is probably about 15 yards here, so 2 more trucks today, and that ought to take care of it. So a little bit of cleanup. Number 2's cleaning up. He'll be out of here shortly. On to finishing. Two still in the shade. You can see how that's a lot of bleed water on top. We don't want to touch that yet. Coming up here to truck number 1, all in direct sun. That's what we want to see. Now we're floating it, opening up our tool cuts, and we'll go to a broom finish. Loaded, tool joints are opened up, re-rolled. Jim's touching up the edge marks. Number 2 shortly. This will be ready to broom in minutes. Okay, this is ready in the shade. Steve and I are brooming. Real good. This is what we're looking for on our broom mark. Just a nice soft broom. I'll get you a real good close up on it. It's not tearing the surface, it's just laying a nice fine texture on there. Good traction without turning any of the aggregate up and allowing moisture to get in. So we'll put a coat of sealer on that. This is real close. This was in the shade 10 minutes ago, so it's hardening up pretty quick. Losing all of our shade up here. You can see they're hitting that last. Okay, we just keep brooming as far as we can and holding up. This is too wet, it tears up the concrete. We don't want that. We'll just keep working at it, bringing one pad at a time. Ready to go on our second round of pouring. Just setting one grade pin here in the middle. So with our forms, with the contour there and here, we pull a string across the middle. Pulling that string nice and tight, no sag in that string, and Jim will put a nail right at the proper height at the top of concrete. Okay, brooming is all done. What I like to do is start one end of the radius and pull it, well, push and pull it, but I start at a full broom and I go to a quarter broom. Full broom, quarter broom. You can see how it tightens it up on that side, and it just makes it look like a fan going around there. No overlapping big broom marks. Everything just flows right with the tool cuts. Full broom, quarter broom, full broom, all the way around until you're straight again. Nice straight broom marks just make the job look a little bit nicer. Right around there. Okay, mixer should be here shortly. Okay, first truck's here. First truck, second round. Bringing them in. Watching the corner of the concrete. Good on this side. You like it? Good. Okay, working on the border. Just released our form, pulled it away 2 feet, 24 inches. Right around there. We'll hold off and do this in a little bit and connect it right up to the cut in this driveway. Same thing on this other side. The guys are pulling the forms away. It's about 15 degrees cooler in the shade. So this all gets bumped out right through here. It's gonna look real nice. Steven and I are gonna get on cuts. There it is, all broomed. I'm gonna do some saw cutting on this tomorrow. Here's the border. It's all ready to go, right around 2 foot wide. We're all dialed in. Now we'll lay 2 rebar continuous. All the way down here, just wrapping right up to the outside of the garage door. It's gonna look great. Over there, That's all going to be a walkway. Got a little bump in that board. We got to get that in, there's a little bow in that board. The walk will come around, turn into the border. Following that, let me get a nice look over there. All border, it turns into their walkway to the side door. Following the driveway, arcing, rolling, curving, meandering. 2 foot, 24, 24. Right around. Right up there. Okay, we'll pick it up here on Monday.